That is a lot of water.
That's not Thomas's car, but that's what Thomas drives.
Oh yeah, the HHR. Yeah, we pulled up a little far last night, but it was dark. It was hard to see, and the water was actually a little higher last night. The water's gone down a little bit, which is good. We had to wade across that parking lot, and that's where
I want to walk a little
we
bit
got so wet. This is a mess. Yeah. Jeez. By the way, welcome to Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. You can see the sun not even attempting to shine. There's a few cars that have been stuck.
Watch that.
Noted. Yeah, there's a car over there that's stuck. There's a lot of people that parked at the clubhouse, which is probably a good idea. Yep. It's really muddy. It's also the first day in a while that I've worn pants.
Well, we can
Huh?
get across.
And this is like the most shallow place I've seen. There we go. No water. Oh, that's gross. Yep. It looks like we have a pond.
We do have a pond.
Where we didn't need or want a pond. That parking lot over there looks pretty good. Yeah.
I would have thought they would have flooded with that lake there.
The ducks are having fun. So I guess that, you know, there's some good that came out of this, right? And you know, throughout all of this, the game is still on.
Where are people gonna, like, how are they gonna park?
We haven't figured it out, Mel. The details are still coming together. William, you did it. This is the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. I love it. Everyone's here. Michael Jackson, Mal, Thomas, Austin. Sorry. It's the get up. Oh, yep. How the tables have turned.
I don't like getting rained on, and I like this hat.
I know you like the hat. You know what? I like the hat too.
That's why. I like
Okay, it's much later, and I realized that one of the differences between doing the Pathfinder Adventure card game and DMing a D&D game is that there's no time to film, which is a bit problematic, but it's all right. So now we're pretty far along. There might be some story spoilers for the starter set adventure, Lost Mines of Phandelver, in here, because everyone's going to talk freely about it, so if that's a problem, don't watch this next part. But they just completed Cragmaw Hideout, and some very interesting things happened. The cleric is
not dead.
Cleric is not dead.
We lost his.
He had to take his head off of the title once you said it. That's why.
Let's see. William, your guy almost died.
Almost.
He was knocked unconscious.
Very close.
You guys, how okay? First off, how do you feel about D&D so far?
Oh, it's freaking great.
Has it been going okay?
Now, is this your first time?
Yep.
Okay.
This is everyone's first time.
You?
Pathfinder.
Yeah, but it's same difference.
Yeah.
Like it's the tabletop game.
First tabletop RPG.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so this
is a ton of fun.
Good. How was the dungeon crawl? Because it takes a while to get through, but you guys got it.
Dungeon crawl was fun. It was very interesting.
Did you make it out with any gold though?
No, not
Yeah, none at all. Nothing. You didn't get anything.
Yeah.
You dealt with things pretty well. You calmed the wolves, so you didn't have to fight the wolves.
Yep.
You snuck up on the boss.
Yep.
It was interesting because the group, Austin's playing two characters because Michael's not here. Half of the group split up. So half went and dealt with the boss, and they didn't even know it. The other half went and talked to the second in command. Second in command's like, go kill the boss. So whenever they finally meet, they've already killed the boss, and they're like, oh, well, that's helpful.
Yeah.
So now they're on their way back to the town, and you have a goblin with you.
Yep, in tow.
Because you have to make sure that he makes good on the deal to. What did you lie? You lied to Yemick and told him something.
Yeah, I told him we'd give him 1,000 gold because he was we were gonna ransom him, and then Steven was like, "You're never gonna be able to roll that," and I rolled a 24.
Yeah, so that happened. Good job, though.
Yeah.
So
20 is a perfect roll, by the way. I don't know if you on tabletop game.
So we're just gonna have to take care of the goblin.
Yeah,
we've done it before.
I say we just get to Phandalin, and then like we can either say, "Hey, here's a bag to prove that here's your stuff," and then this guy will tell you how to get back there, or if they hire us to do the dungeon crawl for them, we just kill it there and go for it.
Glad you're
Give me that pouty lip.
thinking ahead. And then also we're having some pizza, so it's it's 9.
Pizza.
It's 9. We ate at like 1:30, so we've been going for a while.
Eat pizza.
But we've gotten a lot
That's
done, which is
really
nice.
bad punk band.
We just finished. It is, I think, midnight on the dot.
Yep. Nope. 11:53.
Oh, so close. How did Mal was behind a bucket of candy. How'd everyone do?
I got money.
None
I got
of
a
us
rock.
died.
You got none of you died, so you did well.
I
Set stuff on
convinced
fire.
people of stuff.
I didn't do mine.
You did. You did.
Deception and persuasion.
Corliss did all right.
I lost my morning star.
You haven't lost it.
It's gone.
It's just not in great shape, but otherwise things are going good.
He has swung that great hammer like 9 times and hit the ground every time.
Thomas seems to be better at magic than he is at physical attacks because
If you could put some magic in that thing and make it start like earthquakes or something, you'd be sick.
Never played rock.
Austin played both wizards, and for whatever reason, Austin's wizard, Eyeless, did better than Michael's wizard,
Even though he was rolling.
even though he was rolling the same stuff. It's just very odd. Consistently. Like, Michael's not here, and he just did really poorly. And I'm not going to say that the characters did not give him any share of gold, but that may have happened. So,
My favorite part was when Thomas had his conversation with our second goblin friend.
oh yeah.
Dude, that was so great. Seriously.
Yeah, they
Rock there.
Seemed like
Still got his rock.
it seemed like an episode from
left
some
it.
sci-fi show.
I took it with me.
Oh, you took it.
I took it back up.
Yeah, they took a prisoner at the very beginning of the game. Very beginning of the game, they took a goblin prisoner.
Did you?
No, they took a goblin prisoner, and
You
then
create a character.
the goblin prisoner was like, "Well, let's go to the hideout," because the goblin's thinking, "Oh, I can get
What
help."
was his name?
Instead, they
Tiz, that's
Tiz. They took
Already
him
forgot.
to the village
It's been 12 hours, bro.
and like took him to stay at your aunt's house, and then you and his aunt got very personal, and then
I'm still broken up about that, dude.
then
You need to leave my family out of
you
this,
had to go
man.
back all the way back to where you were to get to the hideout, and then you ended up just killing him.
And then we found his brother.
And the entire time, Thomas was just heartbroken over all of this.
I'm so attached to this.
He loved him some Tiz.
This was a
A
good.
little too much.
This was a really good first session of D&D.
This is seriously like one of the most fun experiences. This is great.
Yeah, it's very free flowing.
And honestly, like, it is surprising to me how many people, like, said, like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" And I'm gonna go play Dungeons and Dragons, and they were like, that honestly sounds really fun.
It's
You know?
really it's
But,
basically.
like, how many times have you been told, like, that is the nerdiest thing of all the nerdy things?
It's basically a game where you get to pretend that you're 5. And that's it. It's purely imagination.
It's fair.
And no, we don't get to do that anymore because we're older.
You gotta
mean to
think
cut you
outside the
off
box.
now.
Yeah, you guys set a building on fire.
We did.
You
We killed 9
Said
people.
somewhere.
did you kill 9?
Or hold on, we killed 7 inside,
And then
4 on
3
the
outside.
porch. That's 11.
one of them ran in though.
Oh, yeah.
So it was 7 and then
3. So that's 10.
3. You didn't kill the
No,
one.
we
You
didn't kill them
so we
yet.
killed
killed
9.
9.
Like
You
I
killed
said.
9.
9.
You killed 9. 7 of them died in a fire. They decided to push them inside this seedy tavern and then plug it up with barrels so they couldn't escape and then catch it on fire. And they got lots of experience for that.
Who are the true bad guys?
Me.
Yeah, I know, right? Like the townspeople came and they're like, "Wow, you set that bar on fire!
They were like,
Welcome to Phandalin."
Thanks.
Yeah, we're not really sure.
Appreciate it.
This was a good first game.
How much gold does everybody have?
Sometime later, everything is put away. The table is gone, and we got the couch put back in its place. We got the books and all the stuff laying over there. I have the pawns just chilling behind my monitors, and it's actually about an hour since the last thing I shot, which is interesting because everyone just left maybe 5 minutes ago. So even after we finished the game, people kind of stuck around and talked, and we apparently talked a lot longer than I thought we did. But I had a lot of fun, and I think you guys
I
had.
had a lot of fun.
Did you really?
Yes.
That means a lot to me because.
And you did a good job DMing.
Thank you. This experience, like D&D, and then also I guess tabletop games in general, like it's not a game in the traditional sense where you're trying to win or lose, and it's not adversarial between the players and the DM. I mean, I guess it can be, but I just really wanted people to have fun. I really wanted everyone to experience that same fun and joy and sense of wonder, and I can do anything that I experienced whenever I played Pathfinder at PAX for the first time. And I feel like they did. And I wanted them to have experiences and stories, and oh man, this happened. And it's stuff that you would only really get if you had played tabletop games, because otherwise you'd be like, well, I don't understand, what are you talking about? But I think that happened. There was some really wacky stuff that ended up happening. And just really good stories, and I'm pretty excited about how things have been going. Now, the only problem is that we are all adults with very busy schedules. My schedule is probably the most open because I'm pretty flexible with what I do. Everyone else's schedule is hard, so we're going to continue to try and meet once a month, which is not long, but at the same time, we played 10 hours today, so we did good. Based on the progress they made, I'd say that the Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure would last them 2 more sessions if they continued at this rate, which is good. I mean,
Would you like an update on the water situation?
yeah, I would. What is the water doing?
It is currently raining,
Fun?
but there is no flooding, at least from what I can see from right here.
Is the water deeper or?
There's no puddles.
Oh wait, what?
There's no puddles. I mean, the pavement's wet because it's currently raining, but there's no flooding.
Oh, all the waters went down?
I mean, it may not be further down the road, but from what I can see from our patio, it's gone.
Wow. Well then, so it looks like I don't think we ever explained that part today, but when we went to lunch and also when we came back here, what we did is because William has the biggest car of all of us, he has an SUV that could actually get through all of the crazy water. He drove over and picked up us, and then he picked up Austin, and then we all met at the restaurant at Firehouse, and Thomas and Jarrett left their cars there, and then William just brought everyone back here. That made the most sense to me, just because William was really has the only car that can get through that stuff, get through the water. So I figured, in case it's deep, which it was earlier, he needed to drive. So that's how we dealt with that. But or dealt with that. But yeah, day was fun. Day was very fun. First D&D session was a huge success. The only thing that I feel bad about is that my occupation is to film my life, and I can't do that. Like, you can't. I played the game basically 10 hours straight, and you guys had some breaks, essentially, because
Especially when we split up.
yeah, because they split up in one of the caves in 2 parties of 3, and when they did that, I would work with one group for a few minutes, and I'd work with the other group for a few minutes, and during that few minutes that someone wasn't playing the game, they could, they just kind of chilled out. They talked amongst themselves or surfed the internet on their phones or whatever, which is fine, because, they're not interacting. But there was at no point during that 10-hour session where I was not talking or reading or, doing this or that. So it was mentally taxing. And at the beginning, I think I was a little nervous about some of the stuff because, I didn't know every single little detail. And then I realized I could just kind of make things up. And it got a lot better for me. And I don't know if you ever noticed.
No.
That's good. But there would be parts where, like, I know it's in the book, and I'm trying to figure out where it is in the book, but people are talking to me and asking me questions, and I'm trying to respond to them, and also, like, skim through text at the same time.
It felt like you knew everything.
That's great. I'm glad that that illusion was there, because half the time, I'd be skimming through something, and I don't want to keep them waiting, so I just respond, and then when they're done with that interaction, I go back and I'm like, did I say, was it at least pretty close to the stuff I was supposed to be saying? But It worked out. And a building burned to the ground. And that's how you know you had a good first session.
Thomas lied to his goblin friend.
Thomas did lie to his goblin friend. It's kind of debatable if he lied. I kind of felt like he was not telling the full truth, which is why I made him do a deception check. In retrospect, I kind of feel bad for making him make the check, because I know his heart was actually in the right place, but he did still technically lie. Sort of.
And then he rolled a 1.
And then he rolled a 1. And everything went downhill, but maybe they'll all turn out alright in the end. I have a plan for that. My gears have been turning, so I'm excited. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of feels like my voice is going, but it's probably because I've talked all day. But I had a lot of fun. It sounds like the water's starting to go down, and tomorrow...
We don't get any more rain, but we're supposed to.
I think we're going to be okay if the water's down now.
I know, but we're supposed to get more rain and all the land is saturated.
Well,
Sponge can't
I'm
take
keeping
it
my
off.
fingers crossed. But that's it for today. Tomorrow's going to be a day of relaxation.
Good.
And it sounds weird because it's like, well, today you just played D&D, but like it was actually so taxing mentally and also on my voice and everything. Like I'm
And
gonna
we cleaned all morning.
and we spent that's the other thing is that we spent all morning cleaning, getting the place spotless, and we did all right. But now I'm just exhausted. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. In the future, I hope to figure out a better way of showing you more of the games, just because I can't film when I'm DMing. I've learned that today, but I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll put a camera on the tripod and just try to film bits and pieces. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? I don't know where the road is actually here. Like I can't actually see the road.
Aim for the median.
I'm aiming for the median. Woo! Car is dying in and out.
Watch that curb.
I see the curb.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so.
Oh my God.
Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong.